Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Addison, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your puppy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Addie's been fitted with her own training equipment, and you'll be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is the heel. The command is Addie heel, and her job at this point is to walk along nicely by your left, not forging ahead or lagging behind, staying with you the whole time, and each time that you stop your feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. And Rich tells her, good girl, and they take off heeling again. And this exercise is really important to practice at home because you don't want this big girl to be dragging you down the street when she reaches maturity. So we're teaching her now to walk nicely on a leash and sit automatically when you stop. The next exercise is the stay command. It is a one-word hand and voice command. It helps to develop her self-control, which she lacks, and maturity. And please practice indoors as well as outdoors. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her, returning all the way back to heel position right where they started. He gives her a pat for praise for a good job, and they'll take off heeling again. Your sit stays and your down stays should be practiced right in your living room. You don't have to go outside to practice your obedience commands. Nice automatic sit. Rich is going to leave her in a stay. And it's really hard for her because there's squirrels back here and leaves falling. This time Rich is going to call her in. He uses her name, and she should come right in front and sit facing your knees. Sit. If she doesn't do it, he's going to tell her no, sit. Make her complete the command as she's been taught.
Got a little scratch going on.
And then she's itching. And then returns back to heel position, and they take off heeling again. These exercises are all designed for self-control. Everything is about self-control, being able to focus and be a little bit more mature, a little bit at a time. Rich is going to demonstrate that recall exercise again for you, where she comes in and sits. That eliminates her jumping on you when she gets bigger, putting her paws on your shoulders.
Good girl.
And back to sit. And you hear Rich praising her. You can't give her too much praise because then you lose her, and she can become very defiant and fresh, as you well know. Now, the next exercises that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. The first one is with your dog seated at heel position. You take your left open palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down, and then stay. The long down stay you're going to lengthen out right in your living room. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. This time when Rich returns back to her again, he walks all the way around her just as he did on the sit stay as an additional distraction, and she should remain lying there until she gets her next command. She's really come a long way. We still have a lot of work to do, but we're very proud of how far she has come in a short period of time. And he's going to demonstrate the down from a heel one more time.
Down. Stay.
And you saw that little tug on the leash because she didn't go right away. And then make her lengthen these exercises out. And this time Rich will call her out of that exercise.
Addie, come, good girl.
Talks her in. And there's a fine line between overpraising, not praising enough, making her complete the commands. Keeping in mind her age and the fact that we picked the most frigid day of the year to do your video. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So you have your dog sit at heel position. Rich is going to leave her in a stay. This time he's going to use his right hand to give the command and tell her to down. Perfectly done. And you're going to lengthen out your distance on that one as well. And I'm really proud of her for laying down out here in the cold. Now we've demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sits, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that you're going to be practicing with Addie when you get her home. We're going to be here to answer any questions that you have and help you through it as she develops. She's done a great job, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.